Hi, I'm back to talk to you about why I do not recommend collars that go around the neck of a dog and prefer harnesses instead. And today I want to talk to you about the vertebral column that goes in the neck. The term vertebral column is quite problematic because it's not really a column-like structure, but more a chain-like structure made of interlocking bones or bone fragments that run from the base of the skull all the way to the end of the tail, or in our case, the end of the tailbone. We have it too. And what's interesting about this is that these bones it's not one single component. They're kind of linked together, not glued together, but interlocking, so they can slip out of place. And they have shock absorption discs in the middle, which can also slip out of place, which kind of gives rise to slip disc, and you may have heard of that. Now, what's also interesting about the vertebral column or the vertebra is that it actually has a tunnel-like, an opening that runs all the way through the entire structure, and in it is the spinal cord. The spinal cord is like a big bundle of nerves, the biggest bundle of nerves, like the information highway that runs from the brain all the way down to the end. Think of it like your big optic cable, the big one. And then there are these nerves that kind of come out of it and branch off of it throughout and supply to the whole body. So if the bone structure, the pieces of the vertebra start moving or kind of compressed together, they can start pinching on these nerves, which is called the impinging of the nerves, which can lead to a lot of discomfort, including kind of a tingling sensation. So if the nerves in the neck are getting compressed, that could lead to that tingling sensation in our fingers, or in the case of a dog, it could be the paws, which can lead to paw licking. Sadly, very few people are actually able to make the connect between this observed behavior and possible collar damage. So the dogs repeatedly get treated for everything from allergies or fungal infections, ticks and mites and fleas. And many of these dogs that have this, I've seen that it tends to be a chronic thing. The same dogs seem to get it over and over, and no kind of treatment seems to be helping them. In a lot of those cases, what we could be seeing is actually collar damage, but it's very difficult to even imagine or even look at that as a possible cause because we don't tie it together. There's more bad news. Even if you did suspect it, it's quite hard to diagnose. So unless there's something very dramatic like this, the slip is very pronounced, or it has been that way for a long time, and so there are these bone spurs and structures growing around it, just changing the whole form of the bone structure, it's quite unlikely that you're even going to see it in an X-ray. So the dog may even go through an entire life of discomfort and pain, and you can't even see it. And it even gets worse. Even if you do manage to see it, even if you do suspect it, there's very little you can do to cure it or reverse it. And what is really scary about this is it could take a single whiplash injury. One day you're in a bad mood, a car backfired, something horrible happened. You pull really hard, or the dog pulled really hard, and you can end up causing some irreparable damage that can start snowballing over the years and making it worse and worse and worse and worse. And so this is a risk that I definitely don't want to take. So for my dogs, they are never, ever on a collar, not even once. I always ensure that I have a harness and an extra harness just in case. So that's it on the vertebra and the spinal cord. If you have any questions on this, please ask them. If you have any questions regarding any other part about harnesses and collars, please ask them. We have more videos coming your way. We're going to answer as many questions as possible.